Well, I think I've made a couple of Matt Monro videos. If you look in the index, you're bound to come across them anyway. I've always liked Matt Monro, and in one of the videos, I detail an encounter that my father and I had with Matt Monro. Won't go into that now because it'll spoil it if you've not seen it. Anyway, I've got, I would say, probably everything that he's recorded, but there was one thing that came out a few years ago and I thought, yes, I must get this. And it was called, or it is called, I should say, Matt Monro, Stranger in Paradise, The Lost New York Sessions. Now, this is from 2 CD, this is. The second CD is the best of Matt Monro. You know, great stuff. Things that a lot of people will remember and enjoy. The first CD, The Lost New York Sessions. Things like Impossible Dream, Stranger in Paradise, Put on a Happy Face, Hello Dolly, The Apple Tree, If She Walked Into My Life, and lots of other things. What happened was Capitol contacted Matt Monro's management and they wanted him to go to America for supposedly a substantial sum of money, and I can't confirm it, but you know, some sort of silly figures were bandied about. And they're certainly detailed in here, whether it's true or whether it's not. So he went to America and he was sitting about waiting for Capitol Records to have him come over and do some recording. And it was the sitting about and the boredom that probably ended up encouraging Matt to drink, probably more than he should have done. Capitol had Nat King Cole on their roster, and he'd passed away about 1964-65, and they wanted someone to fill that sort of a market, that kind of material, and they saw Matt Monro as being ideal for that. Well, on paper, I suppose it sounds great, but they're waiting and waiting and waiting. Also, it details in here, in the booklet, the way Capitol worked with him. It wasn't the same as when he was in the UK and EMI, when much more care recordings and so on, and they on here it also details about how they took vocals off one thing and then put them on something else, and it sounds a little bit slapdash, which kind of is surprising for Capitol. Capitol, of course, connected with EMI as well, but I've not heard of that with other artists. Still, unfortunately, it didn't do his career a great deal of good, and all the hanging about, sitting by the pool, bored out of his mind. People like Sinatra saying, his favourite singer and so on. It was just not a good thing. But this first CD, it's got a couple of previously unreleased tracks. Let's see, Beautiful, Beautiful World, and What Makes It Happen. And then this thing, The Apple Tree, alternate vocal, take 7. The Lady Smiles, take 5. Lover's Caravan, take 2. What Makes It Happen, take 5, and so on and so forth. He still sounds great, yes, but it's not the way to treat an artist of Matt Monro's standing. I've got the book that his daughter put out, Michelle. I think it was a complimentary copy sent to me years ago, and I always admired Matt. My father always admired Matt, and we were extremely fortunate to end up meeting him in rather sort of humorous situation, really. Towards the end of Matt's career, sadly, but there you go. I think he could have probably gone on for a lot longer, but such is life anyway. Anyhow, Matt Monro, Stranger in Paradise, The Lost New York Sessions. and greatest hits. Hope you've enjoyed it. Bye for now.